Hello and welcome to Chessmate. I will be demonstrating the basic chess moves, how each of your chess powers moves. So if you're watching this video, you must be a beginner and this video will be useful to start your chess game. So the person who wins the toss usually prefers taking the white color, because white color has the slight advantage of starting first and is always one move ahead. So these are the moves of each of the powers. I will start off with the pawn. This is called as the pawn and each of you get 8 pawns. So the pawn can move 2 steps ahead for the first time when it moves ever, and then subsequently it can move 1 step at a time. And when it is going to capture another power, it does not capture in a straight manner, it captures diagonally front. So this is how the pawn moves, and the pawn cannot move backwards at all. And based on points, the pawn scores 1 point each. This is the rook. You get 2 rooks on the both extreme sides of your chessboard. So the rook is very powerful and it carries around 5 points. The rook can move any ways in a straight line. Can move horizontally or can move vertically, can move forwards or backwards anyway. That is one move at a time. From this point it can move either horizontally or it can move vertically until where it can go or until it can capture. The rook is given 5 points. The knight is one of the most technically used powers. It moves in a classical L shape. That is, it can move 2 boxes vertically and 1 box horizontally, or it can move 1 box vertically and 2 boxes horizontally. So this is either forward or backward. So from the center of the board, a knight can move to 8 places if it does not have any obstructions to where it is moving. What I mean by that is, from here the knight can move 2 boxes vertically and 1 horizontal. So this is 1L, or it can move 1 box vertically and 2 more boxes horizontally. That is 2. So same thing can happen on the other side. 2 vertical, 1 horizontal, or 1 vertical, 2 horizontal. The same thing can happen backwards also. So from the center of the chessboard, the knight can move to 8 particular boxes. One advantage with the knight is it can jump over obstacles if its destination box is empty or it is supposed to capture. So you don't have to worry about the obstacles in the knight's path if its destination box is empty or if its destination box has something that he would capture. So each player gets 2 knights adjacent to the rooks, and the knight scores 3 points. It is very powerful if there is multiple congestion in the middle of the board and you have to attack multiple pieces at a time. Next is the bishop. The bishop scores around 3.5 points. Some people give the bishop and the knight equally 3 points. Unlike the rook, it moves diagonally forward in the same color or diagonally backward. Supposing the bishop is going to remain in the white box, it will remain in the white box until the end of the game or until it is captured. What I mean is, you have 2 bishops for each of you. So one bishop always comes in a black box, one bishop always comes in a white box. So the bishop can move diagonally forward or diagonally backward. Diagonally forward, diagonally backward, diagonally forward, diagonally backward. So this is how the bishop moves. Next comes the most powerful of all the powers, that is the queen. The queen has the ability to move in any direction. That is, it can move in a straight line forward, straight line backwards, straight line horizontally, and it can also move diagonally forwards, diagonally backwards for any particular single move. Because of this ability of the queen to move in a straight line or a diagonal line, either forwards or backwards, the queen is considered the most powerful and it is given 9 points. Each player gets 1 queen and the queen is always placed adjacent to the king, and the place where you're supposed to keep the queen is the queen of the same color belongs to the same color box. What I mean is the queen, a white queen is placed in the white box in the center. The black queen is placed in the black box in the center. And both the queens face each other, both the kings face each other. The last of the powers, the most important, is the king. Why I say king is the most important? If you have captured the king, then the game is over. At a time, the king can move only one box, either straight or diagonally, forwards or backwards. So only one box the king is allowed to make. The king usually does not carry any points because it's simple. At the end of the game, it is the target to capture the king, that is to checkmate the king. I hope I have made myself very clear. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get instant notifications about chess. See you.